how much has massively deviated from basically where we were 2 weeks ago?
That would impact layout or in general?
In general.
We scrapped a couple mechanics. We scrapped
things were consolidated, really.
We scrapped Lux Bucks.
We basically reduced all tactile mechanics to 3 key things, which is the fax machines, computer stations, and basically document hunting.
Yeah.
Touching paper.
If it's not just talking to people.
Or and social interaction with the characters.
Yeah. Filing, faxing, and doubloons are the big the big things for this one.
Phones, oh god.
And phones, yeah.
So 4.
Doubloons are filling in for all other fucking currencies at the moment.
Would sending a Lux fax be a flux?
Lux Fox?
Lux.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't think we can do that.
It can be a flux.
No, don't text me. F me.
No. It's the way of the future.
Sorry.
No.
I'm so glad today's the day we're filming.
This is what every day is
I mean,
like. So we've attempted fax machines before.
Yeah.
To various degrees of success.
Sure did.
What do the fax machines have to do now?
They have to pretend to be fax machines.
Okay.
They're not
fax
all
machines have
functions
to
back.
do.
They do have to scan. They do have to send what has been scanned. And they have to be able to print what we tell them to print. They're basically, they function like fax machines.
Yes.
They will also need to have codes entered so you can send it to different places.
But not full fax address.
Yeah.
So why do they? What purpose do these elements?
There are a number of tracks that involve contacting the outside world.
The fax machine is the only way to get in contact with the outside world, and it is not the
Only
phones.
way. Yeah, there are
phones only contact.
there are like 40 phones. No, they cannot call anyone.
Call for help outside.
Each phone can call one other phone. Some of them, the IRS game, for example, when you send the IRS a form, it should be it'd be optimal if we could automate that, so it can say that is the right form, and then just automatically print out "You did it, IRS, thumbs up." And then there's Bring Our Boys Home, where you're doing Apollo 13 stuff, and a GM will probably have to custom respond to things that people say because you're playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes via fax machine.
Oh no, I mean like pre-generate. Like there's definitely like a roster of responses and images that just exist. Like
a lot of stuff.
But yeah, there has to be some sort of like overseeing thing going on, whether auto or manual by a person who has to like, okay, this response has to go out for this.
Yeah.
Can this be run by a singular GM?
I think with enough tools set up for this person, yes, but it will be like full time. Like this is
it's a booth op.
It's a booth op. Yeah, basically.
Okay. Okay, so scanning. That's I'm assuming so that people can write stuff.
Either write stuff or supply. There's a whole game with the IRS, so it's like if the form is B5 and written in red ink, it's illegal, and you need to show the IRS.
So it has to be a color scan.
I think realistically it would be, we would make a form, it's form W5 and it's written in red ink, but there's like a QR code at the top right or something.
Some sort of serial.
We can hide it if we want to do it that way.
Yeah.
We make people draw the QR code.
Or you can make them stamp the QR code is something I thought about.
QR code coloring book, yeah.
It's like you have to stamp it to prove that you found it and then scan it and it'll, yeah.
What a phone, but too much.
What a phone, but too much, yes.
Yeah.
What a phone, but not enough, really, because you're using a fax machine.
So yeah, I mean the only thing I can think as far as like if that's like a fundamental.
A lot of things use it.
Is handwriting legibility.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of stuff we haven't specified in regards to actual little handwriting, but...
Yeah, the only one that we have is for you have to play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with someone. Does involve quick, use form F5 or...
Well, you did make the suggestion over, like, maybe there's some things that literate are, like, fill in the dots. Like, so they actually do have to follow a guide with... Yeah, there's like templates and stuff they have to follow and pick from. figure out which is the right template.
We could adjust mechanics. Like, there's enough freeform right now in the mechanics, so we could
it's
adjust
shape-based
them
and
to
less sword-based.
not
Yeah.
require them to actually
Oh,
write
right,
stuff.
Yeah.
If that's a concern, which it is based on the last time we did this.
Yeah.
Should be a concern
Yeah.
because the things that people wrote during UCC,
It's like, that's
it was
worse.
like, yeah, sure,
This is either a joke or a slur, and I'm hoping it's.
and it feels like both. Like
Yeah.
it was not. It was very difficult to
We-
read what people wrote.
We
And
can
that was
figure out solutions
a
for
fax
that.
machine. Could, if the fax machine mechanic causes a lot of difficulty, which it might, could we switch it to a workstation with a flatbed scanner and a printer,
Yeah.
and just be
Pretend
fancy?
it's a fax machine
Right.
kind of deal.
Oh, just to scan and send or something.
Yeah,
It just has to meet all those requirements of scan, send, print.
We'll call it a Lux fax or whatever. It's
Right.
no. And
A lax
oh,
machine.
yeah, the
Oh.
lax
Could
machine.
there be like a
Flax.
facial recognition
Flax.
software
Very
where you have to
helpful.
scan
Your face.
both sides?
No, there's only an ass recognition software.
Oh yeah.
Stop.
Maybe we're
No.
excited for vacation.
I am.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I think the way this is probably going to end up working is we'll end up. I think a flatbed's probably going to be much easier for us to just manage,
Yeah.
especially because then you don't have to worry about the feeding of the paper. As fun as that is, practicality can get in the way.
Fair enough.
So we can basically build a bespoke fax machine.
Yeah.
Because you can't make a Xerox. It's copyrighted.
No.
Um,
It will also require the ability to enter a code.
Yeah, I mean, if we
Yeah.
break it into pieces and make it pretend, then
Yeah.
we can do that.
That's
Okay, okay.
Like I said, it has to pretend to be a fax machine.
But it has to be a source of communication that may or may not involve handwriting.
A functional pretend fax
We
machine.
could could we change that? It's more steps, but you could change it to you have to type it and then send the typed document?
That would
Type, print, scan,
Yeah.
send.
be. You could. I mean,
Typewriter?
no, we've got computers in every cell. It would just mean adding a printer to all of them and a keyboard. Right now, there's no keyboard.
Right now there's no keyboard. for
Right now, it's all
computers.
trackball. No, it's
No,
all
it's
based on
trackball.
trackball. The bigger and dumber and uglier the trackball, the better.
Really
That was
big
actually going to be my
red
next question. Computers, so
Yes.
trackball only, huh?
trackball
Yes,
only,
perfectly
and
honest.
direction calibration settings for the trackball might change randomly throughout the show.
If we could establish what we've been calling the calibration wiggler, or configuration wiggler, I can't remember what it was.
It's a wiggler.
Yeah, that basically takes all of your sensitivity settings and just wiggles them every 30 seconds. So that
Sometimes the cursor's super fast.
installed on all of the computers.
And it's-
We would test it to make sure.
And if it sucks, we will not do that. But
If
it
you
is a
build
funny
it in
joke.
Linux, anything is possible.
Exactly. I'm just saying. The
You could
calibration.
set up a script that changes the mouse sensitivity every however interval of time.
Or but even
Sometimes-
potentially inverts it.
Yeah,
So
sometimes
pilot
it enters.
controls.
Sometimes it airplane mode.
Yeah, airplane mode. Initiate airplane mode.
Oh.
Can you imagine inverted trackballs? Like, fuck, where am I going?
Up is down.
This show brings me such joy. Okay, so fax machines.
Actively hate trackballs. Like I actively hate them.
I did, and I've been using the one on Ozzy.
My mind goes straight back.
Getting better.
Ooh.
I'm getting better.
My mind goes immediately to like I am 9 years old. I'm using the official Humongous Games Freddy Fish
Yes,
Fish
you're playing Freddy
trackball,
Fish. Yes.
and it's this big.
It's like a driver dashboard in a way.
I
Yeah,
don't
Yeah.
think we can get those cheap.
no, probably not.
No. There's some really
But
funky
you can get the
ones.
Microsoft Easy Ball. I think it's
Yeah,
called.
I think you can still buy those wholesale.
Those are still big and dumb.
Could we get a? Could we get
those
a?
USB or those old serial port?
Ooh.
I think it's old
They're
serial
probably
port.
yeah.
Could
yeah.
we have a trackball that's just one of those chairs that like with a giant ball that you sit
my
on,
God.
I
but
mean,
you
be-
actually move that? That's too
Be
stupid.
happy that we've
No, I kind of
abandoned.
love that.
Be happy that we've abandoned the trackball pit, which is you use a giant computer by jumping in the ball
Ball
pit.
By the time I texted that guy about the ball pit balls, they were all sold.
Aww.
Well,
Somebody
those are hot
paid
right
money for them even though they were listed as free. That's bull.
That is
And they were Lux colors.
I know there were like 1,000 blue balls in the
Yes,
ball pit.
it was
like,
perfect.
I'm amazed they didn't go away faster.
I know.
Um, Okay, so I've got fax machines, computer, and then I have paper.
Yeah.
What kind of, like, it's just
Eight and
a
a
lot
half
of
hour.
documents?
Yeah,
Documents.
chat documents.
Do we have a list of how many documents?
We have an estimate. It's like, what, 20 per box?
Mm-hmm.
With 2 boxes.
How many functionally important documents?
That I don't really have a count on. A lot.
So we don't have the documentation count.
We don't have documentation, not really. A lot of it is like there will be forms and some of them will be wrong and they'll be in these boxes for like the IRS game. It's mostly the IRS game that uses it though.
The IRS uses a lot of paperwork.
Yes, they do.
So, outside of the IRS game, how many bespoke, like when we say documents, are we talking just like single sheet, or is that like you have to create collated
No.
things?
They're all single sheets.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's all
Okay.
it's
forms.
nothing too necessary for the
Right.
bespoke stuff.
So really, we just need to make some form templates and
Pretty much.
Yeah.
generate a bunch.
With the exception of the employee handbook,
Go on.
which is I think right now listed as like a 15-page pamphlet.
Yeah.
Be a pop-up book.
There would be
Can
a
you imagine?
And it's basically like the student agendas they would give you in like middle school is effectively what I'm thinking
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, and those were awful because it was always like the awful plastic spine
Yeah.
spiral
The
thing.
The spiral spines,
That gave
yeah.
you
Can you imagine
cuts.
all you had to do to like win a game is like there's a QR code, but it's because it's on the fold. Like you can't. You're
You
just
have the
trying
right
to
angle.
zoom out the QR
Right,
code.
The only way to win the show is break the prop.
Yeah.
Only way. Employee pop-up book is brutal.
That is amazing though. We could maybe include one pop-up element in the employee
That would
handbook.
kill Rose.
I know.
It would kill us.
So either way, there is an employee handbook. There is a list of things we want in it. A lot of it is up for debate if we don't want to do it.
Okay, mechanically speaking, what function is the employee handbook? Sorry.
Employee handbook gives you the rules for the IRS game. Like this.
And-
Remember, employees, when you fill out Form W3, only use blue pen, shit like that.
Basically, how accessible does this book need? Like, do you need this book to proceed, or is this
Yes.
like... Okay.
There is information in this book you need to proceed. Does it all have to be collected into an employee handbook? No. Would it be optimal? I think so.
Well, the immediate thought with any Lux thing is the employee handbook should be insane.
Yes.
Like, it should be like you open it and it has a quadruple fold that comes out, and then it has a
Just
pop-up
make it fun.
element. It should have a f***ing speak and spell button on the side. Just
Optimally, yes.
You can buy wholesale custom pop-up books.
Love you.
That actually looks kind of affordable.
Oh no.
I can email them for a quote.
Okay.
I think we should... Yeah.
Because the content doesn't even have to be that insane at that point because it's presented in the form of a pop-up book.
Yeah.
Casey, what have you done?
No, this is brilliant.
All right, so that
Good night,
sells that pop-up book. Welcome to the chop.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's like a little sound prompt. Yes, like a green card. And it's Christmas
It's the-
music.
Oh god, no.
Oh yeah.
It's the Lux
I love
theme
that
song.
idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You open it up. Welcome to Lux.
God, that would be weaponized torture.
Yeah, it would.
That would be oh god.
But it would be the patron's fault if they do it. They did it
But they have to
themselves.
open it for all the
The
info.
website's example one is of a duck.
Fate.
It's meant to
It's
be.
meant to be.
Oh my god.
So what we need to do is we need to see how elaborate we can get, because the real vision would be you open it and a book pop-up comes out. That has pages inside
There it
it.
goes.
Welcome to the Luxury Universal Experience Employee Handbook Experience, brought to you by Luxury Universal Experience, home of the UPS.
I want the acronym of that.
Yeah. It's just a clone of itself.
Inside the pop-up book, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Bookcep.
all.
Do some bookception. Yeah.
Okay,
I like
so employee pop-up book
It's on the table.
on the table. And then a lot of forms, any other major paper stuff. And basically, I'm trying to figure out like how much graphics work we're gonna have to do for this. A lot of it's corporate, so it's all just like watermarks.
Yeah,
everywhere.
exactly. I mean, we're gonna want some stuff in the office. It's like employee personalized, like hanging their posters and shit like that. But that's all purchased.
Yeah,
Like, nothing custom made, really.
Maybe like
you
ads
buy
on
them
hanging
in
around.
quantities of 500.
Well, it's a merch option.
Yeah, now it's take home. Everyone gets one when you walk in the door.
That's swag.
We're
Yeah.
gonna
Come to our show.
It's like it's your playbill.
Yeah, it's your playbill.
Oh yeah.
Come to us with
Love it.
pop-up playbills.
Okay.
Honestly, though,
Oh, that would be
what a
sick.
selling point. What kind of show did you go to? Well, here's the f***ing playbill.
And it still has like the f***ing leaflets they put in playbills, like
Oh,
ads.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, the back of the thing should just be full of fake ads. Like,
We got it, but then we would have to do like not the actors, but like the characters in the show, but like what other jobs they've had.
Resumes.
The
What's
resume.
their resumes?
Yeah,
yeah, the CVs are in the
Credentials,
back.
yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Or big LinkedIn's for all of them at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just like 10% off coupons to like bad Italian restaurants.
Wild Wings. Oh, that reminds me. There is mechanically necessary when you find the imposter. They have to have something to bribe you with. I really want it to be like a discount coupon to Buffalo Wings.
Andre, how do you feel about that one?
Syracuse mild wings.
No, a real functional discount coupon to a real actual restaurant.
I mean, I'm all for
Yeah.
a Buffalo Wild Wings partnership. I think we can go for it. Yeah, sure.
Cool.
But that coupon, if we do that, we should make that coupon a like that has to be like a form of commerce. It can't just be one route. Like everything has to end with a Buffalo Wild Wings coupon.
That becomes a mechanic.
It's a punchline that never ends. It's-
Yeah. I mean, that
Yeah.
like if we get the Buffalo, get the B-Dubs partnership, we will write it into the show.
Like if Big Lizard gets unlocked, it needs to have like a 25% coupon in its claw.
Yeah. Then you have to go and grab out of its claws.
If you can assemble all 4 parts of the coupon, you can get a free meal at Buffalo Wild.
Exodia, the forbidden meal.
25% off. That's
Actually-
basically 100%.
Actually, that's great because that means that means you load the fucking corner office full of coupons. That's why it's so good to get the corner office.
Oh yeah.
The smiling cabinet is full of coupons. Okay, we can do it.
Any other major paper
You found my
graphic
treasure. You've accomplished.
Not like non-mandatory things like Easter eggs, fun wall references. If like other projects go live, I think it would be really fun. Like if any of the Cryptonaut stuff is live by then there should be a leaflet advertising like their blog, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it
Especially
would be
there's-
like very out because it would be classic of like there's a link to it and it says click here on the flyer. I think that would be perfect.
no.
An SFO flyer to a party he's
Yeah.
hosting. Yeah.
Oh,
Those
man,
are not
I'd love
mandatory.
to make some underground show posters for us.
Oh god, that would be
we
so
can
good.
absolutely do that.
Absolutely.
With
With the sunglasses.
block party. Yeah, and then the lasers.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Photoshop of like ladies and guys
17
around.
other SoundCloud rappers, all night.
Like who are you?
None of them are going to show up.
No, the photos are all
You know
messed
what?
up.
We could include SFO as one of the tasks from Luxos, like invite the celebrity.
Yeah, but the issue was like a physical SFO.
Yeah, and we physically
Oh,
bring
okay.
in SFO.
Well, that'll be
he
the
shows
Act
up to
4
the
then.
party.
Yeah, okay, so then that will be an Act 4 thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to earn SFO.
Yeah, you have to earn SFO.
Don't we all?